Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for coming back, returning subscribers, new subscribers. Welcome. All right, today's video is pretty much straightforward. It's about skincare and age. Like for me, it's pretty clear. You can't be in your 40s and try to mimic a skincare of someone in their 20s, or you can't be in your 20s trying to mimic, well, to some extent you can be in your 20s and try to make skincare of someone in their 30s and 40s. What I mean by try to mimic is like the sense of using retinol. Using retinol from your 20s is very beneficial, but that's by the way. Coming back to skincare and age, basically what I'm trying to push forward here is the fact that there are some certain ingredients that as we grow older we need to stay away from them, because they are no longer beneficial to the skin, rather they could become detrimental to the skin. And aside from the fact that it's advisable to help your skin to shade, the skin itself shades naturally. What I mean by shades naturally is the fact that our skin is self-exfoliating. Yes, are you shocked? Don't be. Our skin is naturally self-exfoliating, but then the only problem we have with the fact that the skin is self-exfoliating is the fact that the older you get, the more the time of the self-exfoliating. Okay, let me give you a straight up example. Like myself, I'm in my 30s and late 30s, and my skin is presumed to shade after, let's say, 35 to 40 days. So if I don't exfoliate within that range, within that time frame, my skin will obviously look dull, but in the long run by itself it will exfoliate and eventually look bright. But then it doesn't make sense I have exfoliating materials or I have exfoliating products for me not to exfoliate. And then there's something with the fact that our skin, as you grow older, it has a longer shading time, is the fact that your other skincare products might not be relevant. What I mean by they might not be relevant is that they might not work well. It doesn't make sense you buy your skincare product with, of course, some good amount of money, and then it doesn't work well just because your shading time is longer than when you were younger. In your 20s, your shading time shouldn't be more than 30 days, or even maybe 21 to 30 days. And then for younger teenagers, they could have shading time of 2 weeks, and even like babies, I wouldn't know is what babies like, but like for children, they should have shading time of, let's say, just 7 days. And that's why no wonder you see kids, their skin is always glowing, because their shading time is very small. So you see how it goes. Aside from the fact that there are some certain ingredients that you would use when you were younger, like, okay, let's say maybe I'll bring about this video where I talk of skincare in 20s, 30s, 40s and above. It varies, to be honest with you. Like, let me give you an example, a straightforward example of an ingredient, like, let's say, salicylic acid. I think I've spoken about that in most of my videos, if you've watched. I wouldn't advise someone in their 50s to use salicylic acid. At that moment, if you have even let's say you've even moved past acne and even rosacea, at 50, if the fact that your skincare, you're not using some wrong skincare products, at 50 there might be nothing like acne per se or rosacea. You understand? Everything must have tidied up and everything must have wrapped itself off that age group. So there are certain ingredients that you might not need, especially acne fighting ingredients. You might just use them maybe once in a while, because most of these acne fighting ingredients, like your salicylic acid, your azelaic acid, those acids could have exfoliating benefits, which you could just use once in a while, but which might not even really be necessary when you have all the better alternatives like your retinol. Yes, are you seeing what I'm trying to say to you? Another awesome product that should be permanent when you are like a matured skin, even before you get to a matured skin, is your vitamin B3. That is the niacinamide. Niacinamide is so important. You see, in the midst of all this exfoliating, that's why I said too much of everything is bad, even too much of good things. I have a video where I spoke about, where I had a routine of no active. You're supposed to allow your skin rest. Me, I go as far as even using hydrating serum when I want to use exfoliants like salicylic acid, lactic acid. I hope I'm making sense here. And so age and skincare, it goes together. They mimic each other. What I mean by they mimic each other is the fact that as I said earlier, I'm in my late 30s and I can't be using the same product with my mom that is almost 60 and expect the same result? No. Number one, the shading time varies. Her own shading time might even be close to 50 days or even more. You understand? So you don't expect a skincare routine of someone younger, the results that someone younger would get. You don't expect someone older. The reason why I decided to even sit and talk about this age and skincare is the fact that I have clients where they buy a certain product, they are using, maybe they are in their 30s or in their 40s and in their 50s, and then they buy that same product for their mothers that are already in their 70s, and then they are expecting the same result. It's not going to work like that. It's eventually going to have a beneficial result, but it takes longer due to the skin shading time, and of course the lipids or the skin cells, obviously as you grow older, obviously they get weaker, so their response to skincare actives or skincare ingredients is not going to be as rapid as when they were young. And that's why on my space here I tell people, when you're mimicking a skincare routine, try to mimic a skincare routine of an age group that is close to your own age group. Like, as I said, when you're in your 20s, it's okay for you to mimic the skincare of someone in her 20s. In fact, someone in her 20s might make a lot of skincare mistakes, but she will get scot-free, she will get away with it due to her age and the fact that her skin shading is faster, and so she might be able to overcome any damage she does to her skin, as compared to someone in her 50s or 60s. The reason why I'm saying this is this. I had a client that came in, although it was online, we had a video call and all that, and I saw the result of a bad skin care product that gave her skin tags. Like, to be honest with you, when she was asking for a solution for those skin tags, I just literally told her that there was no solution. The only solution was for her to stop using whatever product she was using, because at that age, like, getting that thing off, like, it's weird that even at that age your own skin tags comes, because skin tags come naturally with age. Then you now use a product, a skincare product, I would like say facilitated that procedure. Like, I don't know, I don't see how it's going to go off. Even when you decide to go for laser treatment, not only are you going to spend a lot of money, it might even be a skin tag that might not work. Like, a laser treatment might not work for you, like, because it's a triggered skin tag. So I don't know if I'm making sense here, but a young lady, a way younger lady, maybe a lady in her 20s or 30s or even 40s, can actually make that kind of mistake, and after a period of time it will fade drastically. I don't know if I'm making sense. It's just like having an injury, for instance. When you're younger, you have an injury, it's easy for it to heal than when you're older. There are some injuries that when the age is very, very, very old, let's say 80s, 90s, it's almost like it doesn't even heal, because a lot of cells in the body have weakened. So when you're doing a certain skincare at a particular age, it needs to fit into that age. As I promised earlier, I'll come up with skincare routines of different age groups, so that when you come on YouTube space, because there are a lot of videos, and you see a younger lady steaming, using a lot of steam or using a lot of harsh chemical mask, peeling off mask and all that on their skin, it shouldn't give you a hint when you're in your 50s or 60s to do the same. You get yourself into trouble. That's it. So please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, like my video, share my video, and see you in another video. Thank you for all the support. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, drop your comments, give me video ideas. Let us talk, let us communicate. If you're interested in me coming up with skincare routine for different age group, which I will eventually, and let me know, and see you in another video. Bye.